Two bedrooms, same size, same builder beige walls, same window in the same spot. One of them cost a small fortune to put together. The other was furnished on almost nothing. And here's the part that should bother you a little. The cheap one looks like a boutique hotel, and the expensive one looks like a spare room nobody finished. Your bedroom is strange that way. It's the most personal room in the house and the one guests almost never see. So it's the room where people stop trying, and it shows. The good news is that an expensive-looking bedroom runs on a short list of very cheap moves, and almost none of them are the things you'd guess. So here are 7 things quietly making your bedroom look cheap, and exactly what expensive bedrooms do instead. Number 5 is probably right above your head as you fall asleep, and the last one costs almost nothing and pulls the whole room together. Stay with me. Let's start with the thing your eye lands on the second you walk in. The bed with no headboard or a flimsy little one. A mattress and box spring, sitting low on a bare metal frame with nothing behind it but wall. Your brain reads that instantly as temporary, like someone just moved in and hasn't finished. The headboard is the single most important piece of furniture in the entire room because it's the anchor everything else is arranged around. Expensive bedrooms always have a real one, and usually a tall one. A padded, upholstered headboard in linen or a soft weave, or a warm wood one that rises well above the pillows and fills the wall behind the bed. Here's why it works. A tall headboard tricks the eye into reading the whole bed as bigger and more grand, the same way tall curtains make a window look larger. It gives the room a clear center of gravity. If you own nothing else on this list, get a substantial headboard, and the bed stops looking like a mattress on a frame and starts looking like a piece of furniture. Number 2, and this is the one people spend the most on and still get wrong, the bedding. Thin, shiny, wrinkled sheets, a single flat pillow each, and a comforter in some slippery synthetic fabric that catches the light in a cheap way. A flat, sad, unmade-looking bed drags the whole room down no matter what else you do. Expensive bedrooms treat the bed like the centerpiece it is, and they layer it. Start with a matte natural fabric, not a shiny one. Cotton, linen, or a washed percale in white or a soft, muted tone. Then build it up. A fitted and flat sheet, a duvet folded back, 2 sleeping pillows, then 2 larger square pillows standing behind them, and 1 long lumbar pillow or a folded throw at the foot. That's the exact formula every hotel and every magazine bed uses, and it costs a fraction of what people think. The reason it reads as luxury is depth. A flat bed looks cheap because your eye has nothing to travel over. A layered bed has height, shadow, and softness, and your brain reads all of that as comfort and money. Number 3, a rug that is too small or no rug at all. This is the quiet killer in almost every bedroom I see. Bare floor right up to the bed, or a little mat floating at the foot of it like an afterthought. A hard bare floor around the bed makes the room feel cold, echoey, and unfinished, and the tiny rug somehow makes it look worse because it announces that someone guessed the size and got it wrong. Expensive bedrooms float the bed on a large rug that runs well past it on 3 sides. The rule is simple. The rug should extend at least 2 feet, ideally 3, beyond the sides and the foot of the bed, so that when your feet hit the floor in the morning, they land on softness, not cold board. For a normal queen bed, that means a rug around 8 feet by 10 feet, and for a king, 9 feet by 12 feet. Here's the part that saves you money. A large budget rug will always look more expensive than a small designer one, so if the price makes you wince, buy the bigger, cheaper rug, not the smaller, nicer one. Size wins every time. Number 4, mismatched, tiny, or cluttered nightstands. One side has a wobbly little table you got for free. The other has a stack of books playing the role of furniture, and both are buried under phone chargers, water glasses, and a week of clutter. That asymmetry and that mess is one of the loudest cheap signals in the room because the bed is symmetrical and your eye expects the sides to match. Expensive bedrooms lean hard on symmetry. 2 matching nightstands, one on each side, with real presence, not flimsy little tables. Then a matching lamp on each one, sitting at the same height, framing the bed like a mirror image. On top, almost nothing. A lamp, one small stack of books, a single object, or a tiny tray for the things you actually reach for. That balanced, mirrored, mostly clear setup instantly reads as calm and expensive, because our eyes are wired to read symmetry as order and order as luxury. Number 5, and this is the one right above your head: harsh overhead lighting. That single bright fixture in the middle of the ceiling, blasting cold blue-white light straight down onto the bed. It's the fastest way to make a bedroom feel like a doctor's office instead of a retreat. Cold overhead light flattens everything, throws hard shadows, and kills every ounce of warmth in the room. Expensive bedrooms almost never use the overhead light at all. They light the room low and warm instead. 2 bedside lamps with warm white bulbs around 2,700 Kelvin, ideally on a dimmer, plus maybe one more source in a far corner. Light that comes from low down and glows warm makes skin look good, makes the room feel soft, and signals rest to your brain the way a lamplit hotel room does. Turn the big light off, light the room from the bedside instead, and a plain bedroom suddenly feels like somewhere you'd pay to sleep. Number 6, curtains hung wrong, and this is the one where people spend real money and still shrink their own room. 2 mistakes: curtains that stop short somewhere above the floor, hovering like high-water pants, and a rod mounted low, right at the top of the window. Both do the same damage. They make the window look small and drag the ceiling down. Expensive bedrooms do the opposite, and it costs nothing extra. Mount the rod high and wide, up near the ceiling, several inches above the window frame, and run it well past the glass on both sides. Then hang curtains long enough to fall all the way to the floor and just kiss it. Here's the trick. People assume the window is as tall as the curtains, so floor-to-ceiling drapes make the eye read a small window as a grand one, and the whole room feels taller. And skip the thin see-through panels. Use something with a bit of weight that hangs in soft, heavy folds, because in a bedroom, that weight also gives you the darkness that makes the room feel like a cocoon. And number 7, the cheapest fix on the whole list, and the one that quietly outweighs the rest: clutter, visible cords, and a total lack of anything alive. Most bedrooms are where the mess of the house collects. A tangle of charging cables down the wall, a small television with wires hanging off it, a laundry pile in the open, plastic storage bins under a shelf, and not one living thing anywhere. All that visible plastic and tangle reads as cheap instantly and automatically, and the lifeless hard surfaces make the room feel like a place you store a bed rather than rest in. So do 2 things. First, hide the tangle. Tuck cords behind furniture, tape them down the back of a leg, swap plastic bins for a couple of woven baskets, and clear the flat surfaces down to almost nothing. Then add 1 piece of life. A single trailing plant on the dresser, a small tree in the corner, or a low bowl of something green. That one hit of living green against soft bedding and warm light is what turns a room from a place with a bed in it into a bedroom that feels cared for. It's the cheapest thing here, and it does the most. So those are the 7. And notice the pattern, because it's the whole secret. Almost none of them cost real money. An expensive-looking bedroom isn't about a designer bed or fancy furniture. It's about a tall headboard, layered bedding, a big rug, matching sides, warm low light, tall curtains, and 1 living thing. The exact stuff that costs almost nothing and that everyone walks right past. If even 3 of these were hiding in your bedroom, do me a favor and subscribe, because every week I take apart exactly what makes a space look rich, 1 room at a time. And if you want the full picture, the video on your screen breaks down the 10 things making your whole home look cheap, room by room. Go watch that one next. I'll see you in there.